Yes! Oh, that is awesome. Just enough juice to get us to the first powered rail. Yeah, doggy! I'm so happy with myself right now. You have no idea. You just have no idea. And welcome back to the STBN server. I am the Colonel. Thank you for joining me today. 4 stacks of wool plus 19. Not bad, not bad. So, between the last episode and this episode, we installed our rail tracks. So we go, I guess, to about the middle. And we got a powered rail. And come up here. We got 1 powered rail, 2 powered rails, then another one. Then we've got 2 down the end, and then we bump back. And everything works great. Everything works fantastic. Well, almost fantastic. I go a little too fast in some places that I don't get all of the wool. So I think what I'm going to end up doing, I don't know. So what I thought about, and the way it's set up now, is that we push the button, water comes out, pushes the sheep forward, and it also pushes all the wool into the hoppers. And then we zip up, do the zippy-doo with the shears, shear everything, come back down, and then we hit the button again, turns the water off, and then we do a collection pass. But I've found that the collection pass, I'm actually doing some more shearing. So I'm thinking, I don't know if it's even possible to do this or not. I'm thinking that if I put a detector rail here, and I put a detector rail maybe here, that I can possibly detect that I'm going this direction. And if I'm going in this direction, I don't know, maybe it knows what pass I'm on, so that the water comes out, doesn't come out all the time. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's very hard to explain. I'm not even sure I understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we sealed this up. And then we made our little way up here to the maintenance area. And because we had to get the sheep up there, we closed it off with a door. And just kind of loaded them up here. Put them into the pens. Not a big deal. Nothing too extravagant. So, I know ultimately what I need to do with the wool, and I guess I need to dye some of the sheep. And then we have to deal with this. But I want to make this a little more effective. I'm not sure how. I think I'll have to think about it. In the meantime, I think I'm going to go ahead and dye some of these sheep and maybe think about this while I'm at it and see if I can come up with something that is workable, that isn't kind of goofy. Yeah. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I always do. So what are we going to do with this area? So what I need to do is set up a wool shop. That's the whole point of this. Well, let me take a step back. The whole point of this was because I needed wool. Secondary to that, we need, I think, to have a wool shop. So I'm going to build a wool shop. And what we're going to have is this place is going to, while we're here, and while there's stuff in here, it's going to, well, it's going to filter everything down into this bottom chest here. And then I think what we'll do is have a manual switch that will send a minecart and just basically do a quick unload job here. Unload this into a minecart. What is it? A minecart chest? Something like that. And have that go over to our wool shop. And then our wool shop will get stocked from that. So let's see if this works. We've having a little bit of lag recently, like in the last couple hours, and I know the server's probably going to reset. Still got a ways to go until it resets, but we've got 4 people on. Oh, there we go. Oh, I gotta press forward, not press shift. My bad. Let's try this again. There we go. Alright, so what we're going to do, and Chuff and I think Glammy have been doing a lot of work here with the roads, and they look really nice. I'm gonna try and suggest maybe that possibly they use stairs, like the nether brick stairs, and have them go into the ground so that it's flush with the grass, because this is kind of, I don't know. I hate to suggest it because they put so much work into this and so many resources. So I don't know, maybe I'll bite my tongue. I don't know. Because they've got this thing going all over the place. This is going down here, and it's going down there. I think it's actually going over to Dirks. Yeah, it's going to the supermarket over there. And it's going all the way up to almost to... Actually, I think it is going to the amphitheater. Yeah. So it's great. It's awesome. And I guess they couldn't figure out what they wanted to do here. It's a little bit of a wide stairway. Anyway, so what we're going to do, I think, is put a wool farm right here. Right here in the corner. Right in the crachola. I have an idea of what I want. Oh, okay. I have an idea of what I want to do for the sheep farm. I don't want to do a sheep head. I've done that before. Everybody's done that before. So we're not going to do a sheep head, but we're going to do something a little different. Maybe a funky design. I don't know. We'll see. And it's going to be a couple of stories high. And the reason for that is because we have to sort the wool out. So we want it to automatically sort into the chest. So we'll have like a mini sorting system. So there's going to be like 17 chests, I guess. 16. I'm sorry, 16 chests. And I guess one of them is going to be super humongo for the white, because that's the most of the wool we're going to have. So we're just going to build that little shop right here. And I'm wondering maybe if we make this like a gravel pathway or something. I don't know. I think that might be neat. Dude, where did he find this? Is this over where his base is? I want to find some of this. Maybe there's podzol over there. That would be awesome. Anyway, I am rambling and delaying the inevitable. So let me go and dye those stupid sheep, and let me see if I can figure out a mechanism to better deal with, you know, the water and everything. It's like I almost want there to be a manual water pass just to flush the system and just have us go back and forth doing a zippy. But I think if we go out and then come back in, maybe we can flush it when we come back. You know what I mean? And have the flushing system on its own little timer, so it's not always flushed. Because right now, I push the button once and it flushes and it's water there. And if I leave it too long, all of that grass down there is going to die and it's going to turn into dirt. And then we're going to be royally screwed because we won't have anything to feed the sheep. So, let me figure some stuff out, and I will be back in a jiff. Alright, we haven't made it all the way through to working on the redstone yet, but I have kind of reworked some things. This actually turns out, I don't know why I didn't do this before, but it makes it a little easier to actually get in there to to shear these guys, and obviously we now have the colors, so we know which color we're, not that it really matters. So we have the colors. I've removed a couple of the tracks, so it now, a little laggy, but we now are able to get down here. We snipped everything. I mean, we don't really need to go fast, right? As long as we actually get from start to finish. So we come in here a little hot, and then by the time we're down the end, you know, we're coming back, we're slowing down again. We're able to get all these guys. So you see how they're jumping. That makes it really difficult to shear them. So that's why I think, to have some sort of detector rail to detect which direction we're going in, so that when we can do a shear run, and then when we come back, it will detect that we're actually going in this direction, and it will trigger the water, and it will wait like maybe 5 or 6 seconds or something, enough for the water to actually push the wool into wherever it needs to go, and then it will turn itself off, and then it will send us back out again. So we may have a lever instead of a push button. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. I might have to do some work in creative to see if I can get that to work. I'm certainly not going to do it on camera, because that will be the most boring and frustrating experience of your life. Trust me on that. So let me go work on that, and hopefully we'll have something when I come back. Alright, I think I know what we're going to do. Took me a while in creative, and I had to redesign it a couple times, but I think we have everything. Well, this is going to be dicey back here. We don't have a lot of room, and I may end up having to actually get rid. I've already moved this wall out one, and I think I may end up having to get rid of it completely. So that nice nice little path I made here, probably gonna lose it. So we'll have to see what happens there. But I'll do that later. I'll have to worry about that later. Right now I'm more concerned with everything down here. So I've cleaned out this area based on what I think I calculated in the in creative. We'll find out soon enough if my calculations were correct, or if I still don't know how to count. But first, I need to replace these 2 tracks. So I was talking about maybe detecting the direction of how, you know, the way that we're traveling, and I believe I have found a way to do that. Well, I know I found a way to do that. So these are the 2 detector rails. So the idea, and I cannot remember where I found this. I did a lot of searching for a lot of things, so I apologize. This isn't my design. But basically what happens is, when you go over this detector rail, obviously it's going to generate a redstone signal, and we're going to do that below. And then when we cross this one, we're also going to generate a redstone signal, and we're going to put that below as well. And when we put repeaters on them, depending on the delay, it will indicate whether or not we're coming from this side or from this side. So I think we put a longer delay here, which will indicate, and we put it basically through an AND switch, an AND gate. So if we delay this and we knock over this, we roll over this detector switch, then it will generate a signal with no delay. And if this is a 3 delay, if they meet up and we actually get a signal, it means that we're coming from this direction. So what that means is that we can trigger it when the cart is coming back toward the start. So we go out, we shear, and on the way back, it triggers a redstone signal, and what we're going to do is we're going to have the dispensers dispense the water. So we're going to wait here while the dispensers dispense the water, and then it will retract the water after about 10 seconds or so, and then we will wait. I mean, for demonstration purposes, we're probably going to do this just a short period, but we are basically going to wait about 3 minutes or so, and then after 3 minutes, it'll kick us off again, and it'll all be based on whether this lever is on or off. First, let us set this gate up. So we put a couple of these doodads down here, and we invert the signal. Let's see. So we are going to put... I'm going to put some repeaters down. Tight quarters, tight quarters. Okay, we're going to put repeaters down. This one's going to be on full delay, I believe. Might be 3-tick delay. We'll figure that out later. And then we're going to put this guy here, torch here, and like so. Okay, so right now we got nothing, and probably gonna be better if I do this, just so I can show for demonstration. Let's see. Okay, so those are the detectors. So let us get our cart. I think we can see down from here, can't we? Yep. Alright, so if we push the cart this way, right, we can see... Well, I guess we can't see. Crap. There we go. But you did see that it detected it. Okay, so the redstone signal did not go off. Okay. Server-wise, I haven't tested it on the server yet, but you know, we'll see how things go. All right, so we need to put a signal here, a redstone here, and we are basically going to have this go here, and then this will be for our water circuit. Let's see. This might be a little dicey. Okay, so redstone, and then we stick a repeater there, a repeater there, and a repeater there. Not sure I need this one here, but we'll leave it there nonetheless. Okay, so let's fix this back up. All right. So this one goes, goes 1, 2. Am I counting right? I'm looking at a diagram here. 1, 2. Goes there. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then we have... Oh, what do we have? We have a block. So this starts our clock. So if we come in here, see... And we stick a torch over here. And this basically becomes our normal hopper clock that we've done a million times. Let's get one of these on the bar. Okay, and this is going to be here. Gonna have a redstone signal coming here into here on top, and then we have a couple of hoppers hopping into each other. There we go. Alright, that's pretty standard. And then we have this guy coming out of here. And then we have a repeater. Okay, so this is basically a nice little clock. And we are going to make this, I believe it was 16. Okay. So this will count basically about 10 seconds-ish. Maybe a little longer, maybe a little shorter. So that will be our first timer. So what this will do is it will trigger this, and then immediately it will send a pulse out to basically start the water dispensers. So it'll dispense the water out, and then we're going to come through here, and this is going to then go into a falling edge switch, or falling edge, what is it, trigger switch, something like that. Alright, so this is going to go here, and I believe if I do this right, there's something like this. Put this repeater in, I think that's on 3 ticks, and then we put a torch here, and then we put a torch here, and I think it goes like that, right? I think that's right. Let's see. If I do this, okay. Is this right? No, this can't be right. There's a blob here. I'm missing a blob. I didn't do it right. Of course I didn't. Let's try that again. There we go. It was a pulse. I saw it. Alright, cool. So what that'll do is that'll send a pulse out. So at the end of this, we are going to have a signal extender, and it's going to go into these two guys here. 1, 2, 3. And then, actually, I think that might be a 3 tick. Okay. And then, okay, go into there, and then we stick a repeater here for the other clock. Alright, cool. Alright, so after 10 seconds, so initially it sends the dispensers on. After 10 seconds, it will then send a signal to turn them back off. Coolio. Alright, now we need to send it into another counter so that it waits 30 seconds before sending us off. So, let's see, how are we going to do this? So we want our clock to start. This is going the wrong way. We want our clock to start when this one ends. So we're going to wait another 3 minutes or whatever after it. So this goes into, need some room here. This goes into another clock, exactly like the other one. I think I recall where I found this. Actually, I think this was Mumbo's. Yeah, this is Mumbo's. So Mumbo Jumbo is the one that came up with this design. This one here, I've been using this for a long time. I don't remember who came up with that one. Okay, so alright, so when this comes down, we're going to send a pulse. We're going to lengthen that pulse. Basically, we're going to walk it up. And this is going to go all the way back to where we started. So this is going to be the pulse that sends the minecart off from the wall. So I need that to meet up with another circuit back here that we haven't designed yet, that's going to go over this way, kind of in behind the stairs back here up top. And that will be a circuit that will kind of merge everything together from this return circuit here. So when this signal pulses, it will go through an AND gate so that it knows that if this switch is on, then it will send a pulse to the powered rail, so that we can send the minecart back off with us in it. When the switch is off, it won't do anything, and that will basically end the cycle, and then we'll have to flip the switch on for us to go again. So let me work on cleaning this ceiling up and trying to get things up to the level that I need them to be at for this, and I'll be back in a sec. I got the wiring hooked up upstairs, and so we'll quickly run through it because I know we're running a little long. So basically this comes in from downstairs, so this is the final signal that sends us on our way, and so it's going through an AND gate, and so the lever has to be on in order for this to work. If the lever is off, then there isn't going to be a signal coming through here. So the lever has to be on, so the system has to be engaged, and so when we first flick the switch on, it's going to send a pulse, and this turns the flick of the switch on into a short pulse. It extends the pulse so that it has enough juice to send us on our way, and then basically after that it's always on. So it's going to be coming into here, this AND gate, so if both we get a pulse from downstairs, the length of that pulse will transfer over to this redstone repeater, and it will go all the way down here to our whatever they're called powered rail. So yeah, this I think this works. Let's test it out. Alright, take 5. Cart, there we go, everything's set, go. Let's see if this does what it's supposed to do. Probably could have blocked put a block somewhere just to have us send us back, but it's alright. I can't even do that. Come on, man. Alright. Keep an eye on this. Okay, so the signal's going. We have water. So when this comes off, there's a falling edge, so it'll send the signal to turn the water off. Oh, yes. 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 Okay, so then we wait about 10 or 15 seconds or so, and then we should push us back on. Oh, please, please, please work. Please work. I think we only put 16 in there, so it should be in a 10 sec. Oh, no, we didn't. We put double. So I guess it'd be about 20 seconds. And we should be coming up on that 20 seconds. And he said, oh, yes, baby. Yes. Oh, that is awesome. Just enough juice to get us to the first powered rail. Yeah, doggy. I'm so happy with myself right now. You have no idea. You just have no idea. Wow. Okay, I'm not as happy anymore. Oh, yeah. And we just can do this all day. So all I need to do is, if I wanted to do an AFK sheep farm, just put shears in my inventory, set out, remap my keys to the right mouse button key, and just hold it down, and away I go. And until it breaks. And then I just make sure I got sound playing, so I'm watching videos and stuff. Oh, yeah. That is awesome. So now we can accumulate all of the wool that we need, and then we can work on a mechanism to automate the cart system, to basically send it over to the wool store. And we haven't set up Woolworths yet. We will, though, soon. Don't think it'll be this episode, though. I think we ran a bit long on this episode with the redstone. So hopefully you enjoyed. I am very happy with myself. So if you are equally as happy, please feel free to leave that in the comments below. Express your appreciation. Oh, man. So let's turn this off. Cart should not go anywhere. water should turn off. Yes. Sweet. Now we got a timer going. This will go up to 32. And then it will go back. Sweet. So what we're going to do, we've got a half a stack in here now. So we're going to add 3 more stacks, 3 more full stacks. So not to confuse that with the full stack server. We'll put 3 more stacks of cobblestone in here. Oh, we have 3 stacks. Sweet. So this will equal roughly about 3 minutes. And what that will do, and thank you, Taco, for reminding me about that. That will allow the sheep time to replenish their wool. So we basically do a cycle every 3 minutes or so. So that should allow most of the sheep to Oh, that's right, I broke the thing. That should allow most of the sheep to regrow their wool, and when we go back out, we'll have a full run of wool. So awesome, awesome sauce, awesome freaking sauce. Yeah, buddy, I am so happy right now. Sometimes I manage to impress myself. What can I say? I call it like it is. Don't hold back. All right. So again, hopefully you enjoyed the episode. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave them below. And until next episode, please take care.